Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast about movies that we haven't seen yet. I'm Trent.
I'm Betsy.
And today we're going to watch a movie that's new.
That neither of us has seen yet.
It's new, though.
It is new.
Yeah.
It's like brand new.
It's very new.
And it's not an Oscar movie.
What? So going forward in this podcast, if we go and watch a movie together that neither of us have seen or one of us haven't seen, but we watch it together, we're going to make a podcast about it.
I think they got that.
Hashtag content.
Content.
But yeah, we're going to watch today the new 2021 release, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
All right, enough of that. That was not planned, by the way. So Mortal Kombat. Betsy, what do you know about this here Mortal Kombat?
All right, so obviously we've both seen the 90s version of Mortal Kombat.
Yes, full disclosure, we actually just watched that movie
rewatched it.
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's great.
It's so bad.
It's so great. And terrible, but great.
It's great in its terribleness.
Yes.
And I have seen Annihilation, but I have certainly not seen that one in well over a decade. That one I am less familiar with.
Yeah, and I think maybe if we do like a bad movie series, we'll watch that. But I don't even think I've ever seen it before.
And obviously I know this is based on a game. And
what? This isn't real?
This isn't real life.
There's no real Mortal Kombat tournament?
Well, you can't prove that.
Oh.
We've never been invited.
Maybe we're about to be told.
Maybe. Yeah, it's that game that when we would go to the pizza place as kids and you go to the little room where they've got the arcade, quote unquote, they always had Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, one of them.
That is my context for Mortal Kombat from growing up.
Yeah.
And obviously, the song, as we just referenced, big piece of our childhood. So my anticipation for this film, because you've had 25 or whatever years to review the train wreck that was the first set of Mortal Kombat movies, I think they are going to learn from those mistakes and lean really hard into this movie, especially since the games have gotten progressively more violent over the last 30 years.
And now, for context, there have been, let's say 11 Mortal Kombat games. I've played a good amount of them over the years. I think the one I put the most into is, I think what they call Mortal Kombat. They don't actually call it Mortal Kombat 9, but it is the 9th Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That actually, it takes the story of the first 3.
Is there a story?
oh, honey, if you watched me play Mortal Kombat 9, you would actually enjoy it. No lie.
Hold on.
It is the
Would
best.
I enjoy watching you play the game or watching the game itself?
Me playing it not so much because I'm not that great.
You get very frustrated.
I'm not that great at fighting games. I never have been. I never will be. But it was still fun to play on easy or whatever it was. But that being said, the story is the best story that has been in a fighting game.
Okay.
So I think what we're gonna get is a portion of that story of like the 1, 2, and 3 Mortal Kombat.
Do you take that away from the trailer for this movie while you're watching the trailer? Are you picking up on that, or is this what you think?
I'm taking the characters that are in those original 3 games.
Okay.
You got your Sonya Blade. Yep. You got your Johnny Cage.
Okay, I don't think Johnny Cage is in this
Johnny Cage is not in this movie. Now, we only know that because we've heard some things and we haven't seen him in any of the trailers we've seen. But you got Jax, you got Raiden, Liu Kang, Shao Kahn,
Scorpion,
Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Well, actually, is Scorpion in this? I know Sub-Zero is.
Scorpion is in every Mortal Kombat game. He has to. He has to.
So, yeah, I think there will definitely be a lot of characters we know, but not all the characters, because you got to leave a little room for the potential sequel. I don't know if they've come out and said they're going to do one yet, but it's early. This has only been out for like 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get the song, but I wonder how many allusions to it we're going to get.
I want to know how hard they're going to go, how serious they're going to take it, or if they're going to like play up the camp.
Is it going to be I don't think it's going to be that campy.
Yeah, I don't know how it can be in 2021.
I think they're going to take the, dark creative approach that a lot of people have been using for other properties over the last like 20 years.
But think about it. These games are famous for their excessive violence.
Yes.
And in later years, in the more recent games, they've taken the fatalities and just amped them up all the way to 11 and beyond.
I fully expect
that. It is ridiculous how fucking gory these games have gotten. And this is a rated R movie. The other Mortal Kombats were not rated R.
No, this movie is fully going to be as violent and horrific as you expect it to be.
I hope so.
Do you think anybody is gonna utter any of those lines like flawless
100%.
victory?
100%.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Get over here.
Get over here is... It's a foregone conclusion that Get Over Here is going to be in
I'm
this.
sure if we had taken 2 minutes to do a drinking game Google, there's a drinking game already.
I wish there was a toasty in this. I know there's not.
What's a toasty?
Oh, God. I could spend an extra 20 minutes talking about toasty. But I'm not going to.
Well, elaborate for me, because I don't know what a toasty is.
So toasty is... a certain event happens while you're playing the game, and it's a picture of a little dude pops out of the corner of the screen. And he goes toasty.
What?
And he disappears.
Oh, in the game.
In the games.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Why? Why was the toasty guy a thing?
I don't know. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the guy's name. I used to know it. I only know one guy associated with Mortal Kombat these days. His name is Ed Boon. Okay. Ed Boon is basically the dude.
He is Mortal Kombat.
He's the voice of Scorpion in the games.
Oh, he's Get Over Here?
When he says Get Over Here, that's Ed Boon.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I fully anticipate this movie is going to be epic trash, but like the best kind of enjoyable epic trash, because I just hope this movie knows exactly what it is.
I hope so.
As opposed to the 90s one where it was trying to be something.
It was trying to be like all spiritual and like trying to...
and campy and... serious and emotional. It was trying to be so many things.
And like call back to the games where they actually say flawless victory and finish him and your soul is mine. Yeah. Things like that.
So, but you think they'll do that here? Do you think they'll do it a lot? Or do you think it'll be like really subtle?
No. I mean, you can't be subtle with things like that.
You can't be subtle with Mortal Kombat.
No. The subtlety is not in the vocabulary of Mortal Kombat. Also, there's no K's in that.
That's true.
There's no K's in subtlety.
Also, combat is supposed to start with a C. One of my friends hates when words are supposed to be spelled with C's and are instead spelled with K's.
Oh,
Big pet peeve.
I think there might be a test your might line.
Oh, no.
I think there's a test your might.
Test your might. do.
Oh, Betsy. I think we're gonna have a good time watching this one. I want a good, fun one to come out of the Oscar season that we've been in. We've done a couple of them so far, but I want just some piece of shit that I can enjoy.
I really want to like watching this, even if I don't like it.
Yeah, I want to have a good time on this roller coaster into hell.
Well, and unfortunately, once again, we're watching it from home. So part of me is a little upset that we are not experiencing this with a full theater of people.
Yeah, with a crowd,
If this is remotely worth its salt, this will ultimately be one of those things you go to like midnight showings or anything where you could just watch it.
I don't think I would want to be around the people that would go to a midnight showing of Mortal Kombat.
Sure you do. They're your people, Trent. They're your people.
No.
Toasty.
All right, so we're going to go watch Mortal Kombat. We'll be right back.
Oh, boy.
And we're back. Hey, Betsy.
I fucking love that stupid movie.
That was fucking awesome. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Just get right to the point.
We are coming down off of a real big high here, guys. Holy shit.
Okay, we said in the intro, we just wanted to be entertained. We wanted to have a good time. I had such a good time.
Are you not entertained?
I had such a good time watching this ridiculous, gory movie. It was everything I hoped it would be and more. And yeah, I think, like I said, they took all of the things that they did wrong in the first one.
Yeah.
And they did it right this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, starting with the opening sequence.
Yep.
We got an origin story.
Mm-hmm.
An origin story.
Yep.
For Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yep.
That was cool.
And in the lore, in the games,
yeah.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the two that their factions, their clan, so to speak, have been feuding for centuries.
Okay.
That is the main thread that everything goes through for those two guys.
Because they both say names. Like, this is for this.
For the Lin Kuei. That's Sub-Zero's clan.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they've been battling for how long?
Centuries.
Untold amounts of time.
Yeah.
And, okay, because they didn't really go into that here.
There is a ton of other history with those two.
Yeah.
That they're not going to get into here because, hey, one of them is dead.
Right.
Or is he?
He's in hell for 400 years.
I mean, the other guy now. But yeah, Scorpion comes back and he's like hell Scorpion with his skeleton face. And
breathing fire.
Fire-breathing skull face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was a really strong opening, which has next to nothing to do with, well, okay, it does have things to do with the rest of the movie, but, the Scorpion character, Hanzo, is basically the MacGuffin for 2/3 of the movie.
Pretty much.
He's the MacGuffin because he does not show up again until the very final battle.
Yeah.
And you know it's coming. You're waiting for it.
Uh-huh.
You don't know how he's going to show up, but you know he's going to show up.
Yeah.
And it was cool when he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cole is obviously a new character.
Cole is not in the games.
Cole is not somebody who is in the games. And I think that was actually a really smart choice.
Cole is the audience in this case.
Mm-hmm.
He is a participant in this. He is the audience's eyes and ears.
Yep. He's connected to the story, but doesn't really know what it's about.
Exactly. He's learning about it for the first time, and everybody else knows about it, and he's just roped in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool that it ended up, like, at first I thought...
He becomes a character.
Yeah. I was like, who is this guy? And he's nobody. He's just an everyman.
Yeah.
He's Cole. He is a new character.
But in reality, he's not. He's not an everyman.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. But I thought that was really effective. I thought that worked because
I think so too.
You were able to get invested in him and you have no preconceived notions about where his character is supposed to end up.
And he has a connection to another main character in the story in the games.
Mm-hmm. He has visions of Scorpion.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know who it is.
Yeah.
And he gets little flashes. But I thought that was cool. And he's an MMA fighter?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the beginning even, that's like real fighting and it's bloody and awful. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. That is real violence. And then it becomes very quickly hyper real throughout the movie.
Sure.
That was some gory stuff.
I heard you screaming over there.
You and I both. There were times in the movie where it just got so violent that we just
it was so great though. It was so great. And they did just enough of it, I think. They didn't go over the line. They didn't like gore it up to the nth degree.
They knew what you wanted.
Yeah.
Because the games, like we touched on, have gotten more and more and more violent.
Yeah.
To this kind of violence.
Kung Lao's hat being the saw blade on the ground is a fatality.
Oh, no.
Jax squishing a dude's head with his robot arms is a fatality. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I can't remember.
The dragon.
Oh yeah, the dragon, Liu Kang's dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, and Scorpion's
flames
burning the hell out of the dude. Yeah. I think that's maybe it.
Those were the ones that you, having played the games, that's definitely in the game.
Having a knowledge of the games, exactly. Now, I have never seen Scorpion portrayed as a human before in any of the media that I've seen. He's always a ninja dude that is, like, twisted.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm Scorpion, give me...
He has a mangled up face or something?
Well, yeah, he's basically a fucking skeleton man. But he's got a ninja suit on.
Right.
And he's always like, bring me Sub-Zero. You promised me Sub-Zero. Please.
Please.
Bring me the...
Get over here, please.
Get over here, please. But I've never seen him depicted as a human before, which is cool to see his origin story, so to speak, or at least his past when he was a human.
Right. I did like how they sort of gave the characters each a side. So they were the good guys and the bad guys, and some of them were superhuman, and some of them were just people. And in the game, obviously, you can pick, and there's no right or wrong. You're a character.
Right. In the old games, you're playing your friend.
It's a fight game.
You're playing your friends on the couch.
Right. So I actually liked that they sort of divvied it up a little, because like I remember in the other Mortal Kombat movie, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and is it Reptile?
Reptile.
They're all like bad guys, quote unquote.
Sure.
To use the storyline from the game, which I was unfamiliar that Scorpion and Sub-Zero have beef.
Yeah, totally. And that is probably the most fleshed out thing in the extra literature that happens to be out there. There are like other games that go into this much, much more than anything that you're going to see.
So this wasn't any kind of retcon. This is just
no, not at all.
In the games.
Not at all. The only kind of retcon that they really put in here is how they get their powers.
Right.
The Arcana, I think is what they called it. That's nowhere in the games to my knowledge.
No. So that was another thing I actually liked. They kept the storyline tight. Like in the first movie, they just sort of have people appearing out of nowhere, give 2 minutes of exposition, and then they just go along with it, and it's 45 minutes of fighting.
Yeah.
This one, they actually are like, we're getting ready for a tournament. There is no tournament.
Yeah, fuck a tournament.
The whole
fuck
movie.
A tournament. No, let's just go kill these motherfuckers now.
Yeah. It's like, you're all cheating, so we're just going to have...
Yeah.
We're not going to have a tournament where it's all
Let's go pick them off one by one and settle some beef.
Yeah, but they built to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, hey, here's a god of lightning and you just go with it.
Right.
It was more, let me explain it to you, and you had a slow introduction to the characters, and there was more buy-in.
Yeah.
And it was a slower burn, like, here's Kano, and how did he get there? Well, Sonya explains how he got there. And then they have a fight, and then he joins their team. Like, it's more developed.
Yeah.
They took their time.
Yeah.
And I appreciated it because I could get invested in the characters a little bit more.
Can we just say Kano was my favorite character? And I think that's the whole point. You love to hate the dude.
Yeah.
And I love and I've said this before in other forms. I love the fact that they have kept Kano as Australian.
So where did that start?
So Kano was never Australian in the original games because they don't really have nationalities in the games.
No, they were actors that were filmed and then shoved in a game.
Yeah, they were put on a blue screen. It wasn't until the original Mortal Kombat movie that Kano became Australian. that actor, I guess, was English, but he just put on an Australian accent. I don't know why. He just did.
He decided, for this highbrow film he was making, he made an acting choice to be an Australian.
Sure.
With a laser eye.
But the people who made the games loved his portrayal of Kano so much. From that point on, Kano was an Australian.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, and he was fantastic.
He was really funny.
He was really fucking funny. And yeah, just him and Sonya have beef in the movies, in the games, and everything. And so they've kept the through line of all of this other media to this movie.
Those two have history.
Yeah. And Liu Kang and Kung Lao being cousins or being related in some way, that's in the canon. Sonya and Jax being partners in some fashion. They're a part of special forces in the military, whatever the hell that means.
I like that they always just say special forces. Like that's supposed to mean anything. It's
right,
just,
exactly.
It's a bunch of mercenary type of guys that just go out and do the missions that nobody talks about. They're not CIA. They're not the Marines. They're just special forces. Special forces. But yeah, Kano is a delight. He's a ridiculous, ridiculous character, but he goes just far enough with it in the movie that it's just a blast to watch him.
Yeah. And of course to get his ass kicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the first movie, he goes out like a punk. He's not in the movie enough. No. And we were deprived of more of that.
Right. Sonya just like snaps his neck and it's over.
Right. Like his first fight, he dies. So whatever.
He's supposed to be this menacing figure.
Yeah.
And no.
But yeah, like
not at all.
When they go to dinner and like they're trying to egg him on and try to get him to get his arcana out.
Yep. Calling him a little wimp, baby. Yeah. You're like an angry little rabbit.
And he finally lets it out, and his laser eye. See, I don't know if he actually lost his eye in the other stuff, but he usually has a patch that maybe like amplifies it, or maybe that's just the thing that the laser comes out of.
Well, it's like metal. He has like a metal thing, so he's like like a robotic eye.
Right, exactly.
That shoots a laser.
Right, but not in this. This is just coming out of his eye.
No, this is biological.
Which is, again, the Arcana thing. In the old movies, you did not really get powers.
No.
All you got was fighting. Just fist fighting and kicking and, martial arts.
Yep.
In this movie, you actually got more of what the games actually are, the super abilities. Mm-hmm. Throwing a fucking lightning bolt or a fireball or whatever, a laser beam, using the Kung Lao using his hat.
Yep.
All these different things. And I think that's what was missing. One of the things that was missing from the first movie. You only got that at the very, very end with Kung Lao beating Shang Tsung.
I think part of it is probably just the advancements in technology. Mm-hmm. Like, they used some computer animation in the original Mortal Kombat movie. It looks terrible.
Sure.
Because it's 1995 or whatever.
Yeah.
But they did, like, puppetry. Goro is a puppet.
Yeah, that's a rubber-ass suit.
It is a guy with a puppet on his head.
Yeah.
And that's how they did that. He is fully computer animated here.
Yeah.
So it's just a very different way to approach it. And I think, again, that's to their advantage because they used it just enough.
Yeah.
There were some times that I thought it looked a little chintzy, a few times.
The Goro thing?
No, just the animation in total.
The CG in general.
The CG, yeah. Okay. There were little moments here and there where it looked a little cheap, a little chintzy.
Okay.
And then obviously there were times where it was just so much over the top gore that, like you said, I was screaming. It was just like, oh god! Like, let's cut Goro open and his entire intestines fall out.
Yeah.
And let's use Kung Lao's hat as a saw blade and shove this woman's face through it.
Yeah.
And let's explode a guy's head. It was so much. It was so much. Or like early on in the movie, Kano rips Reptile's heart out.
Yeah.
There's a hole that's made and he just shoves his hand in there and out it comes.
Yep. Kano wins.
All right, you went there, so let's go there.
All of the damn references.
Okay,
They picked out some references I couldn't even think of.
I was kind of writing down the ones that I know I heard.
Okay.
I heard Kano say, Kano wins.
Yep.
When they got to Raiden's temple and they went to the fighting pits, they said, it's time to test your might.
Test your might.
Yep. They said, your soul is mine.
Uh-huh.
At one point, they literally went, fight.
Yep.
Finish them.
Yep.
Instead of finish him, I heard finish them. Flawless victory.
Yep.
Get over here. Yeah, those were the ones I definitely heard.
Okay. One of them that I don't think that you saw was during the Sub-Zero Jax fight.
Yes, so I was going to ask you about this.
Yeah, in the background, there's some graffiti.
Yes.
Of some, like a special move. It's like down, forward, low punch. Or low kick or something like that.
Like it literally said those words?
No, it's like an arrow down, an arrow back, and an LP at low punch.
Oh no.
Or back punch, or BP, a back punch. I don't understand. I don't remember what it was, but it was a super move for one of the characters. I don't know what move that was.
Right.
But I saw it.
I figured there was something in the graffiti because that was clearly not a mistake that they were in this place that had graffiti on the walls. And you just started flipping out. And I didn't know exactly why. But I didn't see that one. I saw a couple of words, but I missed the up, down, left, right, or whatever.
There was a couple of words that I missed, but I did see the move.
Yep.
The move combination.
I also enjoyed the fact that, you know, they introduced it in a tournament called Mortal Kombat, and they showed the graffiti of Mortal Kombat with a K, and Cole literally says, you know that's spelled wrong.
I appreciate that. Just call it out. It's stupid.
It out. Well, I was just reading about it, and it was when they were making the game, the phrase Mortal Kombat existed, and they were concerned they were not going to be able to secure the rights to have exclusivity on something called Mortal Kombat. So they were like, well, why don't we just spell it with a K?
And then from there, they just ran with it.
Yeah.
Like in the games, everything that starts with a C, it actually starts with a K.
That's just stupid.
But some other references. Cole, his special move being an uppercut.
Okay, what is that?
So, Mortal Kombat, in the games, the uppercut move is something that every single character can do, and it is super effective.
Okay.
Like, you crouch, and you hit high punch.
Oh, yeah!
You go down, and then you go up. That's how, in like 2 and 3, you uppercut a dude in certain stages. You actually punch him all the way through the ceiling into a different stage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know we saw Liu Kang. His move is the kick.
The bicycle kick.
The bicycle kicking in the air. He did it in the movie.
Yep.
Do you know all the moves for the other people, and did they do them in this movie?
Yeah, so Jax has his arms. He does all those things. Sonya has the pink, laser guns coming out of her hands.
So she barely got to use those.
Yeah, she got to use them once.
So they're lasers that come out of her hands.
Sure, they're like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's pink laser guns that come out of her hands. Kung Lao had his hat. He's able to throw it and do other things. Cabal, the dude with the mask, and the two knife hands things, he has the ability of super speed, and he can just run past you and then get behind you and run past you the other way.
Yeah.
And in the games, it actually discombobulates you and spins you around.
Oh, okay.
So it just confuses the other player. Mm-hmm. And he also had those two handheld knife things.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero, obviously, with his ice abilities.
Yep.
There's a lot of his moves that they showed. It was very, very quick. It was very quick in the movie, but in the final fight, he actually makes an ice clone of himself, and Scorpion just smashes it to bits.
Is that a thing he does in the game?
That is a thing that he does in the game.
To try to, confuse you?
So, and actually, the ice clone, if you touch it while you're fighting Sub-Zero, you actually freeze.
Oh. Yeah, they kind of kept introducing characters, which it wasn't, too much for me just because they kind of did it gradually, and it made sense at the time. Like, let's get some more fighters out here. And they were all people that you seemed, for the most part, to recognize.
Okay, so I actually wrote down every character that I recognized.
Okay.
So we got Jax, we got Sub-Zero, we got Sonya, we got Raiden, we got Scorpion. Melina was the gal with the teeth.
So who's Melina?
Melina is just another demon on that side.
Okay.
She's the purple.
She's
the purple lady,
Okay.
ninja lady gal. Kano, Reptile. Now Reptile in this movie and in the first movie was an actual creature.
Yeah. He's like a
games,
lizard man.
In the games, he's the green ninja.
Right.
But in reality, he's I don't actually know what the hell he is.
He's a lizard man.
He's a lizard man, and he can like shoot acid from his mouth.
Yep.
Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Shang Tsung, Cabal, and then there's a few others. I didn't actually get the name of the lady with the wings.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's from.
Okay. You didn't recognize her.
No. Reiko, the dude with the hammer.
Yep.
I've heard his name before, but I don't know what game he's in. He might be in 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that.
Okay.
I've never actually played a game with him. Mm-hmm. And then they actually reference Nightwolf.
When did they say that?
They don't actually say his name, but in the mobile home with Sonya,
yes,
when she's showing him all the like newspaper clippings on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
There's an inset of Nightwolf in one of those things.
So who's Nightwolf?
Nightwolf is another character.
What does Nightwolf do?
He is... Nightwolf is a little problematic in modern times.
By today's standards.
He is a Native American shaman type of a dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if they need to be including him in this.
Right. It's maybe a little bit of a stereotype.
Folks. Yeah.
Okay. No, that was one thing that was really good about this movie. They cast it appropriately. Like, there was definitely in the 90s some whitewashing. Raiden was played by 2 different white men.
Sure.
And this was an Asian actor.
Mm-hmm.
An Asian... I don't know if he's Asian or Asian American. He's in Thor. The guy who plays Raiden, he's Thor's friend in the different 3 movies.
Okay.
Yeah, he has an Asian friend. I don't know his name. He's one of those warriors from Asgard that dies immediately in like the 3rd one.
Okay.
I think that's actually, in the 3rd one when Hela shows up on Asgard.
Okay.
And he says, "We're not going to bow to you." And she kills him immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
That guy was Raiden.
Okay. Shang Tsung, I know him from a couple of things, but the first one that comes to mind is he's in The Dark Knight.
Yep.
Yeah, he plays that character in The Dark Knight who gets, who's, I guess, is from Hong Kong or something like that, where Batman
The businessman
that Batman goes to get and drags out from the window in a plane.
Yep.
Great scene.
And then Hanzo, the guy who Scorpion.
Yeah.
He's in the most recent thing that you would know him from is he's in Avengers Endgame when Hawkeye is, alone and going nuts, and he kills a dude in the streets in Tokyo or Hong Kong or whatever. Yeah. That's who he kills.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So he's a well-known actor. I've definitely seen him in a couple of things, but...
He was good.
Yeah. Oh, he was very good.
That first fight was fantastic. I was... From the moment that that fight started, I was sold on this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to look him up because I want to give credit where credit is due. Hiroyuki Sanada.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's in The Wolverine.
Oh, that Japanese... The one where Wolverine goes to Japan and the movie sucks.
Yeah. We won't talk about that. He was on Westworld. He was a voice in Minions. He was in 47 Ronin. He was in 5 episodes of Lost. This guy's been in a lot of things.
Okay.
He's been in a lot of things.
All right. A few other notes I took. So Cole, his power is basically the suit that Black Panther has.
I did notice that. To some extent, yes.
Yeah, it basically absorbs... So while he was fighting, when Raiden and Kung Lao were talking to him about this is how you need to get your power, this is how you get your power, is use your pain.
Yep.
Use your pain to channel your pain into whatever this thing is. And that's exactly what happens.
Yep.
When he gets his power, the more he gets hit, the more powerful he gets. Mm-hmm. And he just uses his, whatever the kinetic energy is how they explain it in Black Panther, but still.
One other little call to another movie that I thought of. Near the end of the film, Kano goes to the trailer.
Yep.
And Sonya fights him there.
Uh-huh.
And I immediately thought of Kill Bill Volume 2.
Uh-huh.
And of course, the fact that Kano has an eyeball thing, I'm like, okay, well, this is of course going to end with some version of her stabbing him or stealing his vision.
Something having to do with his eye.
And again, I don't know how intentional that was, but that was immediately like it's an elaborate fight scene in a trailer.
Yeah.
And there's martial arts, and he gets stabbed in the eye.
I had a thought during that scene. I wish you could have a stage in Mortal Kombat that is in a trailer home like that.
Okay.
I just think that would be a really... Because in the games, it's all these, like...
foreign, magical...
Yeah, it's all these, like...
out-of-world experiences.
Completely fictional. You know, you're in hell, you're in a demon woods.
You're on a bridge over a pit full of spikes.
Yeah, it's all the medieval shit that doesn't actually exist. I want to be able to fight in... There are realistic things like a subway.
Yeah.
But I want to be more silly and have a domestic kind
Your
of
mom's
thing.
garage.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Okay, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the fact that they hint at the song. The Mortal Kombat song.
They are very subtle.
Times.
They're very subtle
yes,
about it.
Throughout the movie, I kind of, in the music, thought that's what they were going for, but it was so subtle that I'm like, okay, maybe they're showing some restraint. And it wasn't until the final scene, the final battle with Scorpion and Cole and Sub-Zero that they really gave you a taste of it.
They turned it up.
They turned it up a little. And then, of course, the credits.
And they just go full bore.
Full bore dubstep remix modern version of the Mortal Kombat theme. I was getting jacked up, let me tell you. I was having fun. By the end, I was having such a good time watching this trash movie. Oh my God,
this movie is fantastic. I love this movie so much.
It's ridiculous, but the best kind.
Yeah, I think the other thing that really just... the other thing that got me out of my chair was when Kano and Kung Lao were fighting, and maybe it was Liu Kang. I can't remember who it was, but with the leg sweeps.
Oh yeah, it was Liu Kang and Kano.
Okay, Liu Kang and Kano fighting, and Liu Kang would just leg sweep him. He would get up. He would leg sweep him again. He would get up, and Kano said, "Whoa, is that the only move you know, mate?" And in the games, a great way that you can actually cheese someone is to just leg sweep, leg sweep, leg sweep, leg sweep. And in the movie, Kano actually jumps up, straight up in the air, and then he just gets leg sweeped again. Oh my God, that was so fucking funny.
This was clearly written by people who have played this game.
Yes.
Who have talked to people who have played this game, who understand this game.
It's the understanding of it.
Yes.
Understanding the lore and why people love this stuff.
Right. This was apparently written by someone... Greg Russo, Dave Callahan, and story by Oren Uziel. I don't know who any of those guys are, but bravo, you nerds.
I did see Ed Boon's name in the credits.
Yep, Ed Boon, based on the video game created by, and John Tobias, based on the video game created by.
Yep.
So, of course, they get credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is another one of those movies that I think really works because they cast a bunch of unknown people.
Yes.
Like, I didn't know, apart from Scorpion.
Yep.
Who's the
dude from Dark Knight?
The dude from Dark Knight, Shang Tsung. I think that was it.
I think you're right.
Apart from those two, I didn't know anybody in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been phenomenally distracting if I did.
Yeah.
That being said, if they were to introduce somebody in the second film, because clearly they want to do one, they are hinting at it. They give you the teaser of Johnny Cage, but they don't show his face.
Yeah.
So I saw something going around on Twitter that they want Sean William Scott to play Johnny Cage.
Oh, God.
Well, if you think about it, he's of a certain age now. He has that comedic, sarcastic thing.
He does, but Johnny Cage is a pretty boy. Johnny Cage is more of a Chris Evans type. Where he's a pretty boy, he's like you can't like don't touch the face or like that kind of an attitude.
You don't think Sean William Scott could do that?
No, I don't.
It was literally like, cast him, you cowards. But this is very, very early discussions. Like this is just
and I'm
the
not
internet
saying Chris
being
Evans
the internet.
would ever do it or should do it.
No, I don't think
but
he
I'm
needs
saying,
another franchise like this.
No, of course not. But I think that would be still distracting. It should be a type like that.
A type.
I don't want to know anybody in these movies.
See,
I don't.
When you get to the second one, that's where you even if you want it or not, it's where people start being like, well, I want to be in that movie. I want to be in that movie.
Right.
Like, you look at something like National Treasure. When they made National Treasure 2, they got Helen Mirren fresh off an Academy Award win.
Sure.
You know, it's like, who can we get in this movie?
Right, and think about, we're going to go off topic here, but think about all of the different stars who are showing up in the new Marvel, in like Marvel Phase 4 or whatever it is. You got Angelina Jolie coming up.
It's a hot commodity. People want to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I kind of hate that. I don't want big stars in these movies. Mm-hmm. I want actors from these movies to go off and become big stars.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I will say this is eerily similar to another movie that we have a poster up on our wall, Betsy.
Which movie is that, Trent?
That movie is Kung Fury.
What did this have to do with Kung Fury?
Think about it. A movie with no known actors.
Save one.
Save for one. Very, very unknown as an actor. But in the sequel, it has not out yet, but in the sequel, you got like Michael Fassbender and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God, I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, that is a thing that just became a huge phenomenon, and everybody seems to love it.
They want in.
Yeah, and they want in. I get that. I still don't like it. Let me have this just for me. Mm-hmm. Let me have these actors doing this silly thing. Yeah. And by the way, if you haven't gone out and seen Kung Fury, I cannot recommend it enough.
Kung Fury is a ridiculous piece of film, but worth all like 30 minutes of your time.
It's like 30 minutes long. It's on YouTube. It's free. Please.
It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
It might still be on Netflix, but it's on YouTube. Just go seek it out. It is one of the best pieces of film I have ever seen in my life.
If you have ever seen or are familiar with cheesy action movies from the 80s, if you have that kind of itch for nostalgia.
It is all of them put in one.
All the tropes put in one.
I love Kung Fury so much. Betsy got me for my birthday a signed poster. She didn't even know it was signed. She got me a signed poster, movie poster sized poster of Kung Fury, and it is one of my most prized possessions.
I ordered the poster, and I was given the opportunity, do you want it autographed or not? And I was like, well, that seems excessive. So I picked the not autographed, and yet when it showed up, it was autographed. They couldn't help themselves. So yes, I believe the director / star of Kung Fury has autographed this ridiculous poster.
Oh, Kung Fury 2, you need to come out like now.
But Mortal Kombat. I think in all likelihood there will be a second one.
100%.
I feel like just based on the fact that this movie had the most views in like a certain number of days for a red band trailer of any movie ever. Like it beat Logan, it beat Deadpool 2 or Deadpool. Yeah. It has the most fastest views. And the people who love Mortal Kombat are gonna watch Mortal Kombat. And they know what they're getting. And this is absolute crowd service. Like, this movie was made for people who like it. If you don't like Mortal Kombat, you're probably gonna hate this movie.
Yeah.
But it's not for you.
And you don't like Mortal Kombat?
No! I don't play these games, but I grew up in the 90s.
Yes.
I watched Mortal Kombat.
You have brothers.
Played it. I have brothers. I've married you.
Yes.
So I get it. I get the property of what it is and what it means to people, which is why I always love when they can stick the landing, because this movie easily could be a piece of garbage like the 90s one.
This is the highest budget B movie I've ever seen.
Yep.
It is incredible how much production value they put into this with no name actors.
Right. And the people who like this will either get it on HBO or they're going to go to the theater, or maybe it's going to be a slow burn and they're going to watch it later as it, has a wider release, or people are able to get into the theaters a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they couldn't at least try to make a sequel to this. Like, having it be on HBO sort of helps it, because they basically paid for the movie.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if it's successful. It's like Netflix. They paid for the movie.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about getting the money back.
And who the hell cares what, like, the Rotten Tomato score is?
No!
This movie is not made for critics. This movie is made for fans.
Yes.
I am a fan. You're a fan.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares if critics like this? It is not made for critics.
It does not have a high score.
No, it's like 60%.
That's still like a D.
But again, I don't care. I love this movie.
Yeah, I was really enjoying myself. It was so ridiculous. But yeah. It was over the top, and I expected it to be over the top.
Over way too soon, I think.
You think so?
I think so. I think maybe because they went in such a different direction from the flow of how they went from A to B to C.
Yep.
I think I was expecting a more regimented, we're going to have the tournament, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
We're
going to win the tournament, and we're going to have a celebration at the end. That's not how this went.
Bring out the Ewoks, sing the Nub song.
They said, fuck that. We're going to go and fight these motherfuckers. We're going to kill them.
We're going to cheat.
We're not going to have a tournament. We're just going to kill everyone.
We win now.
Hey, we're done. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. What do you think the sequel's going to be?
Well, clearly we're going to find out who Johnny Cage is.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the name.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. He's not dead. He just got zapped back into his world.
Yeah.
So he's just going to get more warriors. So let me ask you that.
Okay.
Who from the game was not in this movie?
There's a lot.
That's probably a better question.
There are a lot of characters in the games that did not make an appearance.
There's stuff to draw from.
Totally.
Any particular favorites that you could think of?
Smoke. Smoke is another ninja, and by his name, he there's some kind of connection between Sub-Zero and Smoke.
Okay.
In the fiction, so it's very so like at the end, he like used his smoke to like pull all the bodies back. In the games, there is another really, really big dude. So like Goro with the 4 arms, there's another big dude called Kitaro?
Something like
Kintaro,
that.
something like that. He's like a big cat thing.
Oh yeah, the big cat guy.
Yeah, so like he's another one of those big guys. You didn't see Shao Kahn anywhere. They did refer to him. They showed him like when they were walking into Raiden's temple.
Yeah.
They had this this artwork on the walls of Shao Kahn in the other tournaments. They didn't show Shao Kahn at all.
Katana. I just read they have her fan somewhere in the temple,
which I missed.
Yeah, we both missed that, but I was just reading up on it, and they said there's a reference there.
Katana is Shao Kahn's daughter or adopted daughter or something like that. They'll fill in the blanks there.
But there's lots of characters that you just rattled off. That's enough reason right there that they could easily make another one.
Yeah.
Especially if they take the approach again where Cole was a brand new character. Why not make new characters? Because here's the deal. The game is continuing to be made.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's any plans at present to make another Mortal Kombat game, or if there's always one in process.
There's always one
But who's to say you can't just put some new characters in the game that came out of the movie.
Sure.
And develop them there. The movie is what made Kano Australian. Okay, so why don't we put Cole in the next game?
And they should.
Things like that. You could really, the possibilities are endless. This is almost a 30-year-old property at this point. And it continues to live on because we're a bunch of millennial nerds who love this garbage.
Amen. All right, Betsy. That's about all I had. But I think I'm down from my from my high from earlier. Man, I haven't seen a movie like that for a long time.
You're gonna go back for more. You might go back for seconds.
I think I'm gonna go back and watch. Like, I might even look up like Easter eggs to see what I missed. I want to see like what that graffiti was in the background of that fight. I want to look at all that artwork in Raiden's temple. Yeah, I want to see what I missed.
There you go.
So Betsy.
Yeah, Trent.
We did get an email.
We got an email.
It's been a while since we've gotten an email. Probably because we've been maybe recording these in advance and putting them out.
Recording out of sequence?
Maybe a little, but that's okay because that's how podcasting works. Through the magic of podcasting.
That's how a lot of things work.
It's true. But we got an email from our superfan.
Superfan?
Stephanie.
Hi, superfan Stephanie.
She's telling us about. So we asked to see. Okay, well, what are you watching right now? What are you planning on watching soon? What are your suggestions for us to watch? Now, we just watched a brand new movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
That wasn't an Oscar movie.
And it's not from the 90s.
And no. Well,
I mean,
wasn't it?
Version of it was.
Yes.
We can't get out of the 90s.
But yeah. So right now she is watching a movie I've heard of called Ingrid Goes West. I don't know anything about that.
I have heard of this. It's Aubrey Plaza.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's how I know it.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know anything about it.
And these other ones I hadn't heard of called Short Term 12 and Beautiful Boy.
Short Term 12 is kind of the first big movie that Brie Larson made.
Oh.
And there's a ton of people in it. It's like Brie Larson, Rami Malek. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head, but there's like a ton of people in that movie. So one of her earliest big movies. Beautiful Boy is Steve Carell and Timothée Chalamet.
Okay.
Like, Timothée Chalamet is like a drug addict, and it's kind of like the father-son trying to deal with that problem and relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, I've not seen either of those. I know just enough to tell you what they are vaguely. But yeah, things I'd be interested in seeing.
She also said one we watched recently that we really enjoyed that you may not have seen is Coherence. It is a low-budget science fiction thriller. A lot of the dialogue is improvised, and it really has an interesting premise.
That one I don't know.
No, I've never heard of that either. But hey, I do love a lot of dialogue in movies, so might have to look that one up. But yeah, improvisation in film is strange to me. Because usually a film, you have a through line. You have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you have to have some kind of ending. If you're improvising throughout the entire thing, what are you actually accomplishing there?
There's a lot of movies that I think you'd be surprised to find were majority improvisation, and I think it just depends on the director and how much skeleton they have.
Sure.
So it's like, we don't care what you say, but you know your character and you have to get to this point. So it's all about the character. That's very heavily reliant on how good the actors are and how well they know their own character and what they do.
Here's a question. This is actually a set of movies that we watched before we started doing this podcast, and I think if we were doing a podcast, it would be a very good case study. But in the Before trilogy...
Oh, yes. So before... Was that... So before Sunrise... Before Sunset and before Midnight.
Was that kind of what she's talking about here, where it's mainly improv, but you know your actors know these characters and they're speaking as if they were them?
Yes, so those two made this movie in collaboration with Richard Linklater. So they actually talked at length about what they thought the movie should be, at least beyond the first one, the second and the third one. They were heavily, heavily involved in the script. And most of it, if it's not scripted, they came up with the ideas.
Yeah.
Like, these two have been living in the skin of these characters for 25 years.
Yeah.
And that is an excellent example of what I'm talking about, where it's a lot of improvisation. Like, they know, okay, here's a vague story. You're going to tell a story.
Sure.
Tell a story.
Okay.
And they recorded it.
Yeah.
And it made it into the movie.
Yeah. And like, you probably do a lot of prep in that. You may not do the actual dialogue. You're not going to memorize a lot of lines, but what you're going to do is memorize beats.
And vibe. You need to know the vibe. What are we trying to get out of this scene?
When are you going to start getting angry? At the end of this, you got to be angry. You got to walk out the door. How do you get there?
Yep.
You know, you're with your son at the airport in the final movie, and this is the kind of goodbye that you are giving him. Fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
You know.
If I could recommend any trilogy, it's this one. One that you don't think of immediately.
Yeah, Betsy really wanted to get me to watch those movies. I was a little hesitant because I didn't really know anything about them. You know, Julie Delpy, what the hell has she done? I know Ethan Hawke from a lot of things, but Julie Delpy, I know nothing. Again, me loving dialogue-heavy movies and very subtle acting, fantastic.
Yep.
I wish we would have recorded my reaction to those because I was bought in.
Yeah.
So
this is the portion where we just make our recommendations to you.
Yeah.
Send your recommendations to us. You know, we're happy to hear what kind of stuff you guys are watching.
The more you listen to us, the more you're going to find out what we like. If we like this Mortal Kombat movie. And that's I attribute a lot of that to, you know what, I know this property very well. We've watched one of the old movies. I've played the games. So I think that's maybe why I liked it so much. But in and of itself, it was great front to back.
But yeah, just look at the last three movies we watched. We watched Mortal Kombat, Clerks, and That Thing You Do. 3 drastically different films. So we are equal opportunity moviegoers.
Oh yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I am never gonna completely dismiss a movie out of hand.
If it comes from somebody who I value their opinion, I'm at least willing to hear them out. It might not be my style, might not be my immediate cup of tea on the surface, but I'm usually willing to explore the film if it comes from somebody like our superfan Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. I think we should put that in a t-shirt if we ever have merch. Thank you, Stephanie.
All right. Well, if you want to send us a recommendation like that or tell us what you're watching, hey, Oscar season is over. You got time to be watching stuff now, so...
or what have you seen? Like, you've seen movies. Tell us what you've seen.
Yeah, we've kind of been out of it. I haven't really watched any kind of new movies other than Oscar movies and Mortal Kombat for a very long time.
Outside of Oscar season, we really don't go to movies very much.
No.
This is a new experience.
We'll see, like, the new Avenger movie. We'll see a Star Wars. We'll see, the big blockbusters.
The ones that we won't be able to escape the spoilers if we don't see it in 5 minutes.
Sure. But speaking of blockbusters, you want to give them a tease?
Why do we want to tease the people, Trent?
Because then they can come back and listen to us later and be anticipatory. That's a word.
Anticipatory?
Yeah, that's a word.
Well, you've already been hinting at it.
We have.
There's a series. We're going to do another series soon.
We're going to do a series, and I think it's going to be coming sooner rather than later.
It'll be coming fast.
But until that happens, if you want to reach out to us, follow us on Twitter, do all the things, email us at neverseenitpod@gmail.com, or tweet at us, follow us at neverseenit_pod. That's the little line that goes down. Mm-hmm. That's the underscore.
That's the underscore.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, I can't help you.
Take a typing class. Like it's 1963.
Use pound hashtag asterisk star
shift tab
tilde
tilde swin?
No. No.
Different tilde.
Different tilde. But that's it. We'll see you next time. This has been Never Seen It. I'm Trent. That's Betsy.
That's me.
We'll be back next time.
Finish him.